Hello, 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 and welcome to the Good Vibes Lifestyle live stream happening every Thursday at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. It is great. I can't really see you, but you can see me. So, hello, 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 and welcome. Now, I am streaming to Facebook and StreamYard and Instagram. I'm not sure if I can see your comments if you comment on Instagram. If you want to try that, please try it. We'll see if it works. But I'm so glad that you're here and happy February 1st. Happy Imbolc. Imbolc is a pagan holiday that happens every February 1st, and it's actually I'm going to talk a little bit more about it in a couple of minutes. In bulk actually means in the womb. So I'll talk more about that in just a minute. So let people get on the screen. So because I am streaming using StreamYard, you can actually comment. I can see your comments and put them on the screen. If you don't want me to put them on the screen, that's okay. Just, say don't share this, but I want to share, if you want to share information but don't want me to post, just kind of mention it and I'll be happy not to do that. So I want to welcome you to the live stream. And boy, it was hectic getting this together today. I had about 20 minutes to pull it all together because we moved locations from High Springs, Florida. Now we're in Ormond Beach. Yay. Actually, technically Bunnell, but close enough to Ormond Beach because I love the beach. I love me some water. I'm a Scorpio. So I hope that everything is going well, and it seems like it is. So welcome again. Now, this is different than the Good Vibes TV show, which is more of a formal show where I interview different enlightened influencers. And we'll talk more about that in just a minute. And I'm all about the Good Vibes lifestyle, which is about living in the good vibe zone, which I define as basically above courage on Dr. David R. Hawkins' scale, map of consciousness scale. And so anything above courage, which is the good vibe zone, is love, joy, peace, happiness, just all the good vibrations. When you feel good, it's basically just being in the feel good zone versus the feel bad zone. The lower vibrations like anger and hate and frustration, those for feelings, those vibrations, those frequencies, when you're actually what David R. Hawkins says, that about almost 80% of the people live in the lower vibrating emotions, the emotions, like I said, of hate and fear and basically fear. So you kind of see fear on the bottom, love on the top, and you want to be in the love zone, right? Because if we're living where whatever emotion we are putting out there, we are attracting that same frequency to us in terms of um, situations that match that frequency. So if you're in a hateful vibe, you're going to attract more hateful situations and circumstances and things to be hateful about to you. So the only way to change this is to raise your vibration, raise your frequency, change your state, change your emotion to emotions of love, basically appreciation, joy, gratitude, all of these good feelings. So that's what the Good Vibes lifestyle is all about. And I want to start a movement where people start thinking more about their life, in terms of energy, in terms of frequency, and being aware of what frequency am I putting out there. And the way we know this is through our emotions, emotion, energy, and motion. So join the movement. I'm glad you're here today because if you're here, then you're part of that movement. And I want to help you raise your vibration, remind you to raise your vibration, because when you do, you thrive, you create a better life for yourself, you step into a higher timeline, because I'm reading more about timelines. All right, my friends, so let's talk about some astrology. There we go. All right, so what's going on in the cosmos? Well, again, like I said, happy Imbolc. And not necessarily that Imbolc is an astrological holiday, but it is a traditional Gaelic festival that's celebrated every February 1st, and it marks the beginning of spring. And it's also the feast of Saint Bridget, which is Ireland's patron saint. Um, Also, Imbolc is known as Candlemas or Candlemas, I guess, like Christmas, Candlemas. But the big thing is that February 1st is halfway between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. So we're halfway through it to get into, the real beginning of the year, which is in March, like March 20th or 21st, which is the spring equinox, where things are in balance. So happy Imbolc. And I do want to say, I have a dear friend whose birthday is today. Her name is Denise Karnes, and I want to say happy birthday to Denise. She's a beautiful lady who lives in Palm Harbor, Florida. She works at Celestial Circle, and she does reading. So if you want a great reading, go see Denise at Celestial Circle. I'm hoping to do a show on Celestial Circle and interview not only Gina, the owner, but also Denise, one of the readers there. So happy birthday to Denise. All right. So let's see here. The big thing is we're in the waning cycle of the moon. So the moon was full. I think it was on the 25th of January. And now it's waning, getting smaller and smaller until the new moon, which will be on February 9th at 5:59 p.m. Eastern Time. So we are in that period of time where full moon, everything's come to a culmination, and now it's getting slow, it's getting smaller, the moon, but it's a time to integrate, right? It's a time to integrate what you've learned. It's a time to kind of process all that information. And also a time to kind of let go of stuff. The waning moon is excellent timing. Like if you wanted to start a diet, start it during a waning moon after the full moon. It's just easier. There are other plant things that you can do according to the Farmer's Almanac that is also different tasks that you can do. Is better to do during the waning moon. Off the top of my head, I don't remember what those are right now, but this is something that you can check out in your Farmer's Almanac or even just online. So new moon coming up February 9th, that'll be a new cycle of the lunar cycle. We're still in that waning cycle. So we're processing, we're getting ready, but we're all kind of like starting new with the first, the beginning of the month. And with the beginning of the month, I have a new oracle deck to share. Here we go. And today's oracle is Divine Masters. You see it? The Divine Masters Oracle that Kyle Gray. Love me some Kyle Gray. And I know a lot of you guys do too. Kyle Gray is a great psychic, and he talks to the angels and he teaches about that. And so, anyway, let's show you this graphic here. So Divine Masters Oracle by Kyle Gray. And I'm just going to show you. That's the back of the cards, but here are some of the cards so you can kind of see what they look like. And I really love the different, just the pictures and the illustrations. Really nice. And these are all about the Divine Masters. And one of the things I love about oracle decks is depending on what their theme is, this is a way to learn. Just like when I was doing the Kabbalah oracle, we're learning about the different, the subject of what the oracle is about. So here, and Kyle Gray also has a book on the Divine Masters. And I just love all these pictures. They're just beautiful. But I love learning about the Divine Masters. I know about some of them, but there are many that I don't know about. So this is a way to get to learn about the Divine Masters, the Ascended Masters, and to call on them and work with their energy. So let us ask, what is the message that Spirit wants to know right now on this beautiful February 1st day, on this day of Imbolc? What does Spirit want us to know right now? And here we go. The card is Isis. Ooh, look at that, Isis. So it says, reclaiming magic. Call back your power and what is rightfully yours. So Isis is an Egyptian goddess, but let's learn some more about Isis. Okay, I'm just going to pull her up. Okay, Isis. Isis, and I'll let you look at the picture while I read this. Isis is one of the foremost goddesses of ancient Egypt. She's a high priestess, a goddess, and a mother figure all in one, and is associated with the energies of the moon, magic, love, and conquering the underworld. Through her life experiences, connections, and understanding of magical forces, she has wisdom to offer us. Isis is a keeper of magical energy. She's dedicated to helping those who feel called to connect with the magic within. She helps us see that magic isn't something that comes to us, but an energy that we awaken within. She is particularly drawn to those stepping into and honoring the divine feminine and those who are claiming aspects of themselves or their power that have had to be left behind. So, your message is it's time to be your whole self. The parts of yourself that have had to be left behind are now ready to return. This is a time to stop playing small and step back into your greatness. If you feel something or someone has pushed you away from your most authentic self, the power of magic is guiding you to take the reins back into your own hands. Don't let anyone or anything stop you from being who you were born to be. Let your voice be heard. Let your gifts be seen. Let your power be revealed. If you feel that you have lost or forgotten parts of yourself due to situations beyond your control, know that these fragments are not lost, but waiting to be reclaimed. Call back all the fragments of your innocence, gifts, talents, vulnerability, heart, and anything else that might be out there in the universe. This is a powerful moment of spiritual awakening, and the world is here to be your witness. Welcome home to yourself. So that's the message we have from Isis. Reclaim your magic. And how perfect on Imbolc, because Imbolc is one of the um, holidays that is celebrated by witches and pagans in general, because again, it kind of falls into the cycles of the earth. So being midpoint, right between the winter solstice and the spring equinox, and the beginning of spring. And how wonderful is that? I think Imbolc also means like in the womb, but it's also when the animals, like the sheep and stuff, would start lactating, because in a few weeks, I guess they start giving birth. So very appropriate for this Imbolc holiday. So reclaim your power, pull back those fragments of yourself that you might have let go of, and today is a perfect day to do that. So hopefully, in your meditation, you will keep that in mind as you're doing your meditation. Okay, so and if you like that. This Oracle deck or even the book, I'll put the book on my Amazon store. Shop my Amazon store, because there you can get these different oracles, and it helps support the channel. So if you go to good-vibes.tv, there'll be a button. It says Shop my Amazon store. You'll be able to check it out. Okay, so that is that part. So I love to share with you different opportunities to learn, because I love learning. And there is a partner that I have. It's called Grow Your Own Vegetables Network. Stacy Murphy is the founder of that. And it's an online, their mission is that they're an online-based education initiative committed to helping millions of people take part in one of the nourishing activities on the planet, which is um, creating a garden, right? And they have a special course coming up, and this won't be till February 20th, but I can start promoting it now. And I will share, no, I guess I'll share this. So it's called The Joy of Gardening. And she says now it's a perfect time to focus on your happiness, discover the mental health benefits of gardening. And I'm going to give you uh, her website. Let's see, where is it? So this documentary, it's a Joyful Gardener docu-series, complimentary, meaning free, 8-day online event from February 20th to 27th. So you can save your spot now. Um, and here is actually the URL that you can look at. Now I'm going to go ahead and go share my screen. And let me make this bigger. This is the website. When you click on this link, or actually I'll put it in the description as well, you will get to this page. And this is the website to sign up. So, you know, gardening is one of the things, and here's where you register. And it's very easy to get your pass. And there's so many reasons to garden. Not only is it a very natural way of earthing yourself, connecting with Mother Earth and nature, and we know that we get all kinds of negative electrons, which are good when we're touching the earth, touching trees, walking on the ground or sitting on the ground, walking on the ground barefoot specifically. Um, but here's one point she makes. The average adult spends 11 hours a day staring at some kind of screen, whether it's your device, your phone, your computer. And we need to, the way to disconnect from that is to ground ourselves, is to be in nature. And by having a garden, it's like an automatic thing, extra benefit of it. Here's something funny. She says studies show that 70% of kids don't know that pickles are cucumbers. And one cool thing this year, I did have a garden in my mountain home, and the last couple of years I've been doing good, and I grew so many cucumbers, and I pickled them for the first time, and they were really good. And so but 70% of kids don't know that pickles are cucumbers. We're not connected to the earth like we should be. Here she says, gardening itself is medicine. People who live beyond 100 years old with a good quality of life grow a garden. Gardening is so important. And also gardens sequester carbon and gardens sequester carbon in soils, which helps our planet mitigate and reverse climate change. So, go to this website, and you'll learn more about, and here you go. Episode 1, making the most of your local climate. Episode 2, healthy plants start with a healthy soil. Number 3, making compost and compost teas. 4, small plot growing and packing in plants. Yeah, it's amazing how many plants you could really grow in a small space. And you can do container gardening, either raised beds or in containers, and grow tons of vegetables. And I can attest to that. Fitting gardening into your lifestyle is episode 5. Episode 6, simplifying irrigation systems. Episode 7, harvesting and pruning to improve yields. Yeah, that's one thing that I've learned. You think about not cutting back the plant like it hurts them, but it's really good for them to cut back usually about a third, not more than a third of the plant or tree, whatever the shrub is. And this is a general rule of thumb. There may be some exceptions with certain plants, but by cutting them back, you actually make the plant healthier. So how important is pruning? There are so many little tips that you learn about gardening, and you really learn them when you actually do it. And episode 8, pests, diseases, and weeds, show them who's boss. So yeah, pests are part of the problem too. And here's Stacy Murphy, very cool lady, and I've been to some of her classes. This is one series I have not seen yet, so it is something that I will be attending with, along with you if you do. And again, here, let me put the URL there. It's tinyurl.com/GVTV and then Joyful Gardener. And that'll get you to the page you see right here. And go ahead and sign up. I'll be talking about this for the next couple of weeks until it starts. And this is for all levels of gardeners, from novice to experience. all everyone who wishes to grow vegetables and be able to know where their food comes from, to reap the health benefits of fresh food, and you can also save on your grocery bill. So I love gardening. I need to show you some pictures of my garden, but I grew corn, I grew cucumbers. There's some plants that I tried growing that didn't, and some of these plants I grew from seed. So while I was in Florida last spring, right before we came back in March, I started like this month, February, planting the seeds, right? So now's a good time to start planting those seeds inside and get them growing. And then in about a month or so, when I get back, I'll be able to start planting them into the ground and they'll just take off. So I just love plants. I always have, and I love growing things. And not that I have a great green thumb, but it gets better, right? We live, we apply, and we learn more. So let's talk about my next point in our little live stream today. I want to talk about, I mentioned it last week, and there's this newparadigminstitute.org. And if you haven't already gone to the website and signed up for their email list, please do, because now they talk specifically about the whole idea of ETs and being open to the idea that we are part of a cosmic family. And it's really important to open up our minds and change our worldview and not be so focused, or the biggest that we see is just our planet. We are part of a much, much bigger universe. And, there are more and more instances where we're learning about entities that come from other planets, other dimensions, and some that even live in our on our planet that we've been looking for. One of those, of course, is Bigfoot, and I've been talking about Bigfoot a lot. I was blessed to interview Ron Morehead, who is the author of Quantum Bigfoot and also Voices in the Wilderness. And part 1 has been out for about a week, and it is going crazy. I haven't checked today yet, but it was close to 900 views in just like 9 days of this video of part 1. And check it out if you like Bigfoot. But tonight is where I am previewing part 2 at 7 o'clock tonight. And you can go directly to tinyurl.com/GVTV and then Ron Morehead 2, the number 2, to see that that episode. It does premiere tonight at 7, so we could all watch and chat in that if you'd like to do that. And I want to show, I have a little clip. So let me share that with you right now. Let's see if this will work. What happened? I think I need to reload this. Give me 1 second, guys. I don't know what happened. Here we go. Let's try this. Apparently my with Dr. Stephen Greer.
Yes.
Okay. And have you worked with him at all or talked with him at all?
No, I haven't.
Because he's doing the whole thing on the UFO disclosure, right. Trying to get the government to be accountable, bringing the technology of the free energy that can really heal the planet and get rid of poverty.
We're in a very interesting time, Leslie. I mean, very interesting time. And I hope I'm around to see it all. I hope that. Because it's a bit of a thing coming up towards us. UFOs are being revealed. Bigfoot is being seen more and more and more by more and more people. I mean, some of these events, there's supposed to be 20,000 at this next Townsend event.
20,000 people?
Yes. Humanoids. Some of them might be hybrids, you don't know.
Right.
We're hybrids. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a big deal.
Now, are you familiar with Dr. Stephen Greer?
Yes.
And have you worked with him at all or talked with him at all?
No, I haven't.
Because he's
Uh,
doing the whole thing on the UFO disclosure,
right.
trying to
Well,
get the government to be accountable, bringing the technology of the free energy that can really heal the planet and get rid of poverty.
we're in a very interesting time, Leslie. I mean, very interesting time, and I hope I'm around to see it all. I think I hope that, because it's a bit of a thing coming up towards us. UFOs are being revealed. Bigfoot is being seen more and more and more by more and more people. I mean, some of these events, there's supposed to be 20,000 at this next Townsend event. And
20,000 people?
Yes, humanoids. Some of them might be hybrids, you don't know.
Right.
We're hybrids. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a big deal.
And that was Ron Morehead. So check out the episode. Here again is the tiny URL right there. And you can check it out tonight at 7 o'clock. I'll be watching with you and love to hear any comments you have. It is on the YouTube channel. So again, just go to this link right here. I'll put it in the comments below. Or you can just go to good-vibes.tv, go to the TV shows, and you'll see it. And yeah, check it out. I'd love for you to watch along with you and get your reactions. Now in this part 2, he talks more about quantum physics and Bigfoot being an interdimensional being. So very interesting information, stuff that you haven't heard before, and really, really great. If even if you're not into Bigfoot, it's just good to know, good information to know, I think, as we change our worldview and open up to the possibility of other beings besides humans, sentient beings being in our world, in our universe. All right, so now it is time for the tip of the month. Tip of the week. Every week I'd like to give you a tip to raise your vibration, and last week's tip was to script your perfect day. Now, did anyone do this? If you did, please mention in the comments here. So that was, your perfect day. You write it out, you script it out, and then it's good not to just do it one time and be done with it, but every day if you can, read that perfect day. And the more you do that, the more your subconscious mind, and our subconscious mind is 95% responsible for everything that we do. It comes from our subconscious mind. So that's why it's important to feed our subconscious, to help our subconscious to work for us and direct it to attract to us what it is that we want. So this is a great technique to use. It's not just journaling, it's scripting. It's really describing your perfect day. So try that if you haven't already and see how it changes your vibration. Because once you write it all down and you're reading it, read it and feel it, and do that for 5 minutes every day. It'll help you manifest your perfect day. Well, this week's tip, of course, is to dream your garden. In a couple of weeks, we'll be getting some information from the Joyful Gardeners docu-series from the Grow Your Own Vegetables Network. And but before that, we can start dreaming our garden. Like, start thinking about what kind of plants, what kind of vegetables do you want to grow, what kind of plants. There's a lot of companion gardening ideas where there's certain flowers like marigolds that are great to plant along with your plants, your vegetables, so that because it prevents pests from coming into your garden. But start dreaming your garden. What kind of vegetables would you? And then also think about your space. Do you want to do container gardening? Do you want to do some raised beds? Where in your property, or is there a community garden you can connect with and have a little plot and start growing? So now is the time of the year to start dreaming your garden. And if you're not going to grow a garden, think about your life as a garden. What things do you want to create in your space that supports you and is a reflection of the things you love? Because our space does affect our vibration. So that's my tip for the week. Dream your garden. All right, my friends. Well, let's see. I think that's all I've got for you today. If you got some value from this episode, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm so excited about, I'm I have like over 12,000, what is it? Followers in all of my social media platforms. But on YouTube, because I only started less than a year ago on YouTube, I only have about 95 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, the Good Vibes TV YouTube channel, please subscribe because I at least want to get over that 100 mark. And, watch the episode, Ron Morehead's episode on Quantum Bigfoot, that number one, the first episode, because that is just taken off. And I've never had anything go viral. And not to say that 900 views is viral, but for me, it's viral. So I'm very excited about that. And I know Bigfoot is a big topic of interest for many, many people. And we'll be talking more because I think I'll be sharing, maybe interviewing some other people that are in the Bigfoot community. So, my friends, thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, like I said. And thank you for being here and thank you for watching. And if you want to reach out to me some more, here are where you can on my social media. So have a blessed day. Have a blessed week. Happy Imbolc. And I will see you next week or maybe tonight at the premiere. So talk to you later. Blessed be.